Hi everyone, and welcome to Bring It Back. This is where we vibe, we go deep, and make it as easy as Sunday morning. So today we have two important guests. I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi guys, my name is Celestine. I'm a student and I work at YFC. Yeah, it's good to be here as a guest.
Oh, thank you, Sele. Yes.
And hi guys, my name is Kwame. Um, I'll just give you that for now. The rest you get as we go on. But yes, Kwame, married, and I work here at YFC Kenya.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Kwame and Celestine. So the topic of today is such a hot topic. Dating in the Christian setup. How is it? Is it boring? Do we experience heartbreaks? I mean, we are going to know more. So before we start, I have a teaser for you guys.
Yes.
What is the craziest thing you have done for love? So I will let Kwame begin.
For me, the the craziest thing I've done for love is I quit my job.
Ooh, that's a crazy one. Wow, what? Why?
This was just soon after I got married. Decided to quit my job because it was one or the other. It's either I work on my marriage or I work. So
Yeah,
I left my job.
good choice. For marriage, do anything, guys. Celestine.
I'm starting to feel guilty because I'm not married. I missed an exam. It was I remember it was in 2023 on Valentine's Day. So I missed an exam for a date.
Oh my
Imagine.
God. Did you even what did you tell the lecturers?
I told the lake that I was unwell, but definitely he knew that many of us lied because it was Valentine's. Yeah, so I failed terribly in that unit, but I'm glad it wasn't a soup. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. So the first question of the day is when did you first dating? And when you started dating, was it for fun? Did you know what you were doing or you're just, silly?
Wait, does it count? The high school relationships, do they count?
Yeah, why not? Yes, we also, we date also in high school, so yeah.
I think I first dated in high school. Uh, in high school, it's primary school. Obviously, it was for fun because I didn't know anything. Yeah.
Okay. And you, Kwame?
For me, I first started dating 12.
Oh wow, this is another.
But
Yeah.
I think it's more or less the same. Like all my friends had girlfriends, so I just wanted to follow. Yeah.
So you dated because everyone was dating. So my God, where am
Yes.
I alone?
Yeah. Nothing serious, just to fit in.
To fit in. You silly. Because you wanted to fit in as well, or
Yeah, it was like, no, it's because the person who pursued me was a choppy. So, I just wanted the stage, having a bright boyfriend.
yeah. Okay, so and now that now you understand dating, how when did you now start dating like seriously?
Me.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, in second year. Yeah.
And was it now that you are aware, was it also for fun, or you are like, okay, let me see,
Honestly, I was in love, but I wouldn't say that I had it in mind that I'd want to get married to that person because I compromised on my non-negotiables. The person was not born again, so I wouldn't say that I wanted to get married to this person. It was just for the flow. It's just someone comes and they're nice, and then you get to know them and you get attached. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't honestly serious. Yeah.
Okay. Kwame?
My first serious relationship was my last year of high school, and that one only ended because I ended up moving. And the next relationship after that is my wife now.
Oh, wow. Interesting. That one. I know. That's really good. Okay, so in the Christian world or the relationships that you've had, how fun were they, you know? And you can share, maybe you made a few mistakes and you're like, this is not godly. This is fun but not godly. Or you felt, you leave feeling guilty and you're like, I will not do this. So Kwame, you can share your experience.
Well, with both those serious relationships, at that time I wasn't very much grounded in Christianity and just with the faith. So in terms of compromise kibao. As in, it was the last thing on my mind. But think of it as like when you're committing yourself to someone, then usually there's those things that they come without you thinking about it, or you enter into a situation and you're just stuck there. But then later on is when you realize, oh, I should have done this better. I could have done this differently. Yeah. But in my case, I started on the wrong foot at the beginning. Yeah.
Okay. You, Celestine?
I think my story is almost the same as his, because I haven't found like even the guys that are from church, they still want to compromise some things which I cannot compromise. So I feel like, yes, I've been in a relationship with someone who was born again, but um the person was willing to compromise so many things which I wasn't. And that gets me to think like him. If I put myself in such a position where I'm with someone, I love them, so honestly I'll find myself doing the things that he likes to do and all that. So for me, Christian dating doesn't have to be boring. People are supposed to go on dates, you're supposed to go and do activities like bowling. There's so many things to be done. It doesn't have to be boring. The way people say that you meet a guy who is a Christian, like while serious, the good boys, and then he's like, anakwambia, the Lord has told me that you're the one. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, because I remember there's one time I've gotten someone like that at K Crew Bible study, and then he was at the stairs and he told me that today he came to look for a wife, and he's telling me the Holy Spirit is telling him that it's me, and I'm like, I also have the Holy Spirit.
Right.
What do you mean? Yeah, so I feel like if Christian men behave in such kind of a way and do things like that, we tend to feel like they are not meant for us. Yeah, especially in this generation.
Sorry. So on that as well, it's a Saturday, and you want to go and meet your loved one and you want to have a good time. So explain how fun will look like for you, but now in a Christian setting. So Kwame?
Well, first, like for me, most relationships start as friendships. So if the person that you're dating is your friend, finding something becomes much easier. You're not working to entertain them, you're just spending together. So anything that you do together will be fun. You can have a conversation, be laughing away, going to the movies, taking a walk in the park, trying something new like hiking or maybe bungee jumping, something. What I mean is just if the person that you're dating is your friend, hanging out is the easiest thing.
Yeah,
Very easy.
for sure, for sure. You, Celestine, how will it look like?
When you say that, I just thought about a picnic date, just having nature walks, the simple things. You don't have to do so much. As long as you're comfortable with someone, love them, I feel like you should enjoy just hanging out with them. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the insights, guys. So now let's talk about heartbreak. I'm sure you have experienced heartbreak before, character development here and there. So there are these red flags. You can just mention, even if there are two or three, that you dated someone and you did not look into them. You just ignored those red flags. You're just like, it's okay. So that's okay. I mean, but then later on, you're like, I wish I did not ignore this, you know? So what are some of these things, Sele? I will let you begin.
Um, the one big red flag that I've ignored in my two dating whatevers is dating people who are not born again. Honestly, I know very well that I cannot be unequally yoked, but I still gave them a chance and told myself that I will build them, I will preach the word to them, I will change them. But now I know better not to do that, because honestly, you can't change someone.
It's true.
No matter how strong you think you are in your faith and all that, you can easily be dragged down. So that's one big red flag. Someone is not born again, like it's not supposed to be negotiated. And then another red flag is someone who can't communicate, someone who is what is it called? Um, I can't remember the word, but it's someone who is pushing themselves away and running away from conversations. Because someone like that is really hard to deal with, because you don't know what's in their mind. Yeah, so that's a big red flag that I wouldn't ignore.
Communication is so important in
Very
a
important.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, Kwame.
Well, for me, I think the biggest red flag that I noticed, or it stands out, is lying. Just being a liar.
Yeah.
Like, the foundation of a good relationship is trust. So if I can't trust what you're telling me,
Yeah.
or what you're telling me, and then I go and find out that it's something different later on, as in it affects the whole relationship. So for me, the biggest one
Yeah.
is lying.
Lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once someone lies to you once, it's hard to get away from that.
Yeah. Another one.
Apart from lying, someone who doesn't like spending time with you. Um, Dating is about time. So if I'm dating you and you're spending more time with your friends, I know you have your life, I have my life, but the fact that we're trying to work something together, that means that we should be each other's priority.
Yeah.
So if you want to spend more time with other people than you would with me, already that for me is also another red flag.
Yeah.
Remembered one. I said someone who's not born again. I feel like it should be someone who's, because someone can say they're born again. Someone who's not serving in church, that's a red flag. Red flag. Because I feel like I can't just date a church goer. I want to date someone who is intentional with their work with Christ, someone who has a community, someone who is serving, like intentionally serving in church, because they are church goers and they claim to be born again. Now those are the people who compromise so many things. They're not accountable to anyone. So yeah, I should have said that.
That one, by the way, very important, because how can you be a passive Christian? You need to be an
Yeah,
active and being involved in a church.
Yeah.
So Sele, this question will go to you. So you know that this church, Christian guys think they've been told that they're so boring. They're so boring. Like you don't you don't feel like dating them. Just feel like maybe whatever they say, it's a bit boring for you. Would you agree with that? And will you say, like, the people, the worldly people who are not in church are more, they know what to say, they have the words, they're fun to be around. I love to know your experience. Maybe you have dated one, or maybe you have not. So how is it for you? What would you say on that?
It's somehow true. It's somehow true that for some reason, honestly, for some reason, but I feel like times are changing and we are finally now getting the guys who can dress well and still serve and still know how to talk to ladies. But also, there's this wave of men in church. Wow, my sister, God bless you, amen. Like, we are Christians, we love Christ, but we are in this world, we are normal human beings. We should live like normal, like don't scare someone.
True.
Because for someone who doesn't know about Christ, you just coming and saying all that, utamshtua na utakosa potential life.
True.
Yeah. So For some reason, it's somehow true that the church guys are boring.
Mhm.
And I feel like they should learn that Christianity is not supposed to be. Even Jesus Christ lived his life. He lived as a young boy. He he lived a normal life like the other human beings of that time. So I feel like even us, we should not ati sasa juu wewe ni Mkristo, kila saa umenyonga tai, kila saa there's nothing else you can talk about if it's not the Bible. There's life. Life is so abundant. Has given us life to live fully, and even the Bible says we should enjoy our youth. So of course, the right way. So I feel like, hey, Osibo, just be a normal human being. Like you don't have to act like Angel Gabriel. Yeah.
So Kwame, for you, I'd ask it now from the other, let's turn it around. Now this is a Christian girl, she's, dresses, skirts, the dresses are long, they're even, and then now there's now the wild girl. She is wild. And people, I don't know, is it wild? Do you love wild? Or, okay, not you, but, yeah, as a Christian man, yes.
Okay, this one is because like the worldly girls, they're out there. Everything is out. You can see them, as in they're very exposed, so it seems attractive. So sometimes you find guys will go for that, but when they're ready to get married, they'll still go back to church. So I think that in reality, like what is truly attractive to a man is a modest woman. But at the same time, you can't turn off the lust of the eyes. So yes, the worldly women, they do appeal to them, but when a man is truly ready to look for a good woman, he comes back to church.
And that is true. I have also seen that with my own eyes. Okay, so now last question. How do you heal from heartbreak in a godly, in a godly setup? Wewe mtu amekufanyia tu vitu and you're just like, oh God, I need to go out there. I need to go and club and let out that stress, or I need to hang out with my, my friends. Let me go and, take that shisha and all that. I need to release the tension, the anxiety I'm feeling. So how do you deal with that?
Heartbreak, two ways. The first is you have to keep busy. Usually what gets you is being alone or thinking about it too much. So keep busy. And this one I'm speaking from experience. You keep busy, but then the most important one is you have to forgive. No matter how bad or what someone has done to you, until you let go of it, it's going to be something you always feel it. If you say, like you're saying, you want to go out clubbing or this just to ease the pain, that pain will never be eased. It'll just be something. Every once in a while it's going to come up. So those two things, just keep busy and forgive.
Wow, amazing. Celestine?
Personally, I haven't experienced a heartbreak, but
You have never?
maybe it was something that was close to a heartbreak. Is not getting a failed talking stage that I had hopes in. Yeah, but like Kwame has said, just get yourself busy.
That's true.
No, when you're idle, that's when you want the things you've lost to think about all that, and it's not worth it. Because if it's gone, it's for you, honestly. Yeah. And also just have, while getting yourself into a relationship, especially if while getting yourself in a relationship, don't have very high expectations. Just be ready for anything. Because now the more the expectations, the bigger the heartbreak. Because you'll be expecting so much, and getting less will keep you hurt all the time. So yeah.
Nice, amazing. Thank you so much. I have really enjoyed this discussion. Thank you so much for bring it back, Thank you for having this time in this session. We have really enjoyed. So thank you guys for bringing it back on this episode. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe on our socials. See you next time. Bye.